And hello, everybody, and welcome today to the Mexican GP. So, today we are back, Ero. Everyone, welcome back to Ero. New season, season 9. Potentially one of the best seasons, maybe, in Ero history. We will see how it ends up. But today, we're at Mexico for the pre season race in PlayStation F5. 13 attendees today, a few dropouts within the last day, but it is pre-season, so this amount is actually quite a good amount compared to other tiers, and thankfully we are still able to stream it with the numbers which we have. So, a few familiar faces are in F5. Oh, I should actually introduce myself. If you don't know me, I'm saying my iconic quote. If you don't know me, I'll introduce myself now. I'm Cameron Don. I was F3 runner-up last season. I'm now an F2 driver for season 9. I'm really looking forward to the season. I'm also the full-time commentator and the coordinator for F5 as well now. Thank you to Ero for the opportunity for me to be able to do this. And I'm looking forward to making F5 fun, hopefully. Mexico, a tricky track. Let me get a track map up actually, because I don't know how many corners there is on this. But I'm going to guess it's going to be a lot because of Sector 2. But let me see if I can find it, which I think I will be able to. I just need to find the F1, which I can't find. But a few familiar faces as we're going to watch James Sullivan start his lap, as I'm just going to go through the teams. So, Mercedes for the season, we have Mr. Bastian Fries, who is here today, and we have Fabrizio. No, wait, no. I've said that wrong, haven't I? Give me a quick second. I need to make sure I get these names right. So, in the Mercedes, we have Bastian. Let me find it. Yes, we have Bastian Fries and we have Fabrizio Troncoso, or Trunk, some people will know him. They're both in the Mercedes. Then we have the iconic duo in the Red Bull, both here today, Elliot Parker and Black Wolf, better known as Daniel. Then in the Ferrari, the duo is back, not for the whole season, as one of them is only just stepping in for Ferrari today, but Villeneuve keeps the Ferrari, and the GOAT of F5 is back. Stevie the TV is back in F5. He is a driver in the Haas team. He isn't a Ferrari driver. As Jim Sullivan going to come across the line 17.4. I don't know what the pole lap is for here. I'm very sorry. As Milos Socha goes P3 and Joseph Hearn goes P2. As I'm going for the teams, in the McLaren, Bowman being promoted into F4 leaves an open McLaren seat. Tim stays in the McLaren seat for this season, and alongside him is now Isford, who I believe was at Alpine last season. Now in the Alpine, I believe these were the two Haas drivers last season, just making a switch to a different team. We have Suchel and Swistak. Then in the Alpha Tari, we have Joe Hamster, who is the full-time driver, and we have Nick Hill, who is also a full-time driver. As we see Swistak coming across the line, it's going to be a 19.4. I imagine they will be able to go faster though. Then in Aston Martin, only have one driver so far, so there's an empty seat available in F5. But the driver can't be here today, which is Dutch Verstappen, or better known as Maurice Krakowski. I've said that wrong. Krakowski. I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry. Anyway, currently on pole right now, by quite a big gap, is James Sullivan, who is in the Williams, partnered alongside, currently in P7, Milos Socha, debut driver. Who else is debut drivers? The Aston Martin driver, Maurice, he is a debut driver, isn't here today though. And that's it? Yeah, there's a reserve debut driver as well, Jakub Loskowski, but he is not racing today. But Alfa Romeo, we have one driver here today. In the Alfa Romeo, it's Maverick in shade maps. Maverick is here today, as he is on his lap. And then in the Haas is two F5 goats, which you could say from all seasons of F5, is Stevie the TV, currently Ferrari though, but for the season he will be in the Haas. And for the first time in quite a while, Vrova Pepe, Apotolpo, he is back in F5. He wasn't going to sign up for this season, but he has ended up signing up, and he is partnering alongside Stevie for a very dominant driver lineup who definitely could cause trouble in the season. I went a bit mute there, sorry. I was a bit shocked how I caught that. Anyways, Stevie, on a lap? I believe he is. Now, I don't know what assist Stevie is on. I think he's on no traction or medium traction. I am not so sure actually. But it has been a while, as he is round, sadly. But it has, purple sector 1, just to prove, it has been a while since we have saw Stevie race. It's an unlucky spin by Stevie there. Joe Hamster. We have an Alfa Romeo of Maverick on a lap, as he's going to go through the iconic section. Okay, a foot down, and 19.3 will put in P6 for the now. A 1.2 second gap between P5 P6. That is a massive gap. Wow. Anyway, Red Bull, Mr. Elliot Barker. Definitely could be in with, I mean, we're not sure who is going to be in with a shot at the championship this season. But if there's one person I've got to guess who can maybe get, I think his second podium in a row it would be, is Elliot. He got a podium in F5 last season, his first one. That's S-Ford. Sorry that I did not see that. S-Ford goes P2, a 17.9. But let's look at currently the times. For example, James Sullivan, starting his lap now, he's currently on a 17.4. Maybe promotion into the season, we'll see. But that's just a very, very solid lap when you compare it to the other drivers right now from James. As we're going to watch James. Let me see if I can get a track map up real quick. Oh, as James is round. Unlucky there. Oh man, I do Mexico track and it comes up. Bear with me a second. There we go. We have it back up. Do not worry. It is all under control. Elliot Parker. 18.2. Hold on. Oh, 19.2, sorry. Yeah, Elliot, an 18.2, gets himself within the times of everyone else, which is good. Bastian is a purple sector 1, I believe I saw there. Sebastian on an absolute flyer right now. Let's see. As he goes round, what turn is this? What turn? Turn 11. Yes, turn 11. He'll enter sector 3. He's only down by 35 thousandths now, which can potentially give him a place up into P5. He's going to come through turn 16, and then, oh no, he's invalidated. So he invalidated in the last sector there. Anyone else? Black Wolf? Is he on a lap? I think he's on an in lap potentially. Elliot is in. Milos is on a lap, I believe. Rides the curb a little bit and invalidates and will pit. As Villeneuve is on the lap, this will be good. Villeneuve. Oh, Suchel! Hello! A 17.7 and goes P2. Really good lap from Suchel there. But as I was saying, Villeneuve, he could be in with a shot for the championship this season. Everyone who finished above him has now been promoted. Villeneuve, if you remember, he ended up finishing P3, I think. No, P4. Pretty sure it was P4. It was P3 or P4. But anyway, Villeneuve being extremely consistent when it compared to the other drivers last season. Oh, as sadly Villeneuve has spun. Maybe not liking Mexico as much as other tracks potentially, as he is waiting for Suchel to go past, although Suchel is not on a lap. I wonder if he will cut some corners again this time. Will you, Suchel? Will you cut some corners? Will you go straight ahead? No, you will not. Thank you, Suchel. Actually, he might be on a lap. No, he was just on a really fast in lap. Stevie the TV is on a lap, 3.5 tenths up. Stevie's back. Let's see what he can do, though. Oh, okay. This is good. Oh my days, I hit the button accidentally. That was turn 8 to turn 11. Enters turn 12. 6 tenths up. It won't put him pole, but it's going to put him very close to pole. Actually, it could potentially put him pole. He's going to go around turn 16. Will he gain enough time to get pole in Mexico? There's a little snap. He's going to come across the line. A 17! Oh my days, Stevie! What on earth, man? Stevie the TV gets a 17 flat and goes 4.5 tenths clear of James Sullivan, who currently sits in the pits. Joe Hamster on the lap, a tenth up. Elliot Parker, finishing the lap or starting the lap? He is starting the lap. Milos, is he starting or finishing? He is starting. Swistak is starting. Nick Hill, I think that's his first lap. A 21.3. Villeneuve is on a lap, I believe. No, he's going to go in, change tyres, and try get back out once more, I believe. Now so Sebastian's on an out lap. Then Joe Hamster behind. Joe Hamster, whoa, sorry. Joe Hamster, 17.2. That is a really good lap from Joe. And I wonder if he's on another lap, because he's like really pushy. But ERS isn't being used. No, he's not. I think he's just rushing, because I think he's going to try go out again. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is currently really close. Only what, 9, 10... Whoa, Elliot! Go on, Elliot. 17.5 goes P4 right now. Everyone's still behind though, really, to set new laps, like Black Wolf, Isford, Bastian. Bastian on the lap currently right now, just under 2 tenths up. Oh, he rides the curb a lot and is nearly spun. He saved it though. But, Bastian, save. He's not saving. Is he saving? He's saving. Good. The smart idea there, I think, is to probably save your fuel. Anyone else on a lap? Elliot is on an in lap. Black Wolf starting a lap. Oh wait, no. Finish the lap. 17.8. I don't think that was with any ERS, or else I'm seeing silly stuff. Oh, as S4 has spun round, Maverick passes him. He's going to wait for all the drivers to come past. Black Wolf's going to be coming past. He is waiting. Good to see S4. You love that. Is Black Wolf using? No, he is not. He is waiting. He's going to go for one more lap, but not now. He will go after this lap again, as he must have enough fuel to do one more. As, oh, Elliot, I think, Elliot spun trying to go into the pits, I think I just saw. Elliot, as Stevie's retired in the pits. Stevie cannot go any faster, he doesn't want to come out again, and is just retired in the pits. But currently sits provisional pole, so we will see if anyone can challenge him. Like Joe Hamster, who has came out quite late here. A minute 30 left. With cold tyres, it's going to be really close. He's not going to be able to slow down much. He's going to have to go full speed this whole lap. Pretty much. To get to the line to start his lap. But Villeneuve behind on a lap. He really needs a good lap here. He can't afford to spin, or else he's starting from the back of the grid. Little moments aren't that bad for him right now. He can afford these little moments as he tries to improve on his time. He's currently only 300ths down on his time, but it must be a spin somewhere which has led to him being a bit slower. I think as well, which some people won't know, Villeneuve was on controller in all the previous seasons. He is now on wheel, and sadly he has invalidated. So I think Villeneuve will be starting from the back of the grid. Joe Hamster is going to be starting the lap. James Sullivan is on the lap and is half a tenth up. A bit of a wide line there from James, but it's a pre-season race, so it's fine. Elliot Parker has retired in the pits. P4 right now won't improve again. Suchol on the lap is currently down on his time, isn't up. Bastian in the pits will start P8 at max. Milos P9, Swistak P11. Of course, this could change. What are these lines? As Nick Hill has retired, he's retired on track. That is going to block the Alfa Romeo, I believe, of Maverick, who is on the lap? No. Maverick is not on the lap. Anyway, we're going to go to Joe Hamster, possibly the only driver who can potentially steal this pole position from Stevie, but bins it. Oh, I think damage is off. Oh, is damage off? I think damage may be off. But that isn't going to really help with damage being off. But that is quality over. I'm messaging in the chat to try figure out if damage is off. Actually, I can just check the settings right now, and you can see with me, rolls and flags. No, that isn't where you see it. Simulation settings. Car damage is on standard. Okay. So that is quali over and done with. As you can see, Stevie has just instantly came back, and yeah, Stevie's instantly came back and got pole in the preseason race. Things to come in the real season, we will see. But Stevie will get pole, a 17-0. Then, alongside him on the front row, AlphaTauri Joe Hamster with 17-2. Good luck by him. Then we've got James Sullivan, P3. We've got Elliot Parker, P4. Brilliant quality from him. We've got Suchel, P5. Black Wolf, P6. Esford, P7. Bastian, P8. Mielos, P9. Maverick, P10. Swistak, P11. Nick Hill, P12. And Villeneuve in P13. Nick Hill saying sorry to Villeneuve. I'm really sorry. Potentially a blocking quali, I think. Maybe, we'll see. Villeneuve is messaging in the chat. But anyway, to the race. 36 laps. As Villeneuve is saying, no problem, but I was starting the lap, not finishing. So all good between Nick Hill and Villeneuve, who will be starting both in the back spots of the grid. It looks sunny, so hopefully it will be a dry race, which we can see good racing, hopefully. I know turn 1's going to be chaos, turn 1, 2 and 3, but it always is at Mexico. As Mexico will be the preseason race in quite a few tiers. F2 has Mexico. I think F4, which is at 7 or 8, I think it's 8. I'm not sure. I think it's at 8, yeah. 8 o'clock is F4. I think is it Mexico. I am not so sure. Anyway, this is a start of the Mexico Grand Prix. The first ever race start. Oh, formation lap is on. Oh. Okay. I don't know if formation lap has been fixed, but we have a formation lap. I don't think the tires heat up though. So this is really just taking away our time. But anyway, it's good because, you know, we can have a little look through the grid again. And actually, this is actually quite good. We can look at and see what tires everyone is on. So, wow. Okay. A load of different tires on for this race. Stevie and Joe both opting for mediums at the front. And then if James Sullivan, P3, opting for the harder tires, so wanting to go for a longer distance. And then we have Elliot being Elliot, going all-out attack, and is going soft. So I imagine a soft-hard strategy from Elliot is what he will be opting for. We then have Suchel behind him on the hards, Black Wolf on the mediums, Esfod also on the softs. Then we have Bastian, Mielos, and Maverick all opting for the hards as well. And in the back three of Sustak, Nikhil, and Villeneuve also all opting for the mediums. So, a split grid actually. We've got 6 medium runners, 5 hard runners, 2 soft runners. So it'll be quite interesting to see how everything ends up. As you can see, predicted stop strategy there. It says a 2-stop if anyone is on softs. But that's rubbish. As Stevie will be the first to line up, of course. It's good to see everyone in here. 14 people it currently says for me is in here. Oh, as Joe Hamster gets disqualified. Let's see who else. Suchel, Esfod. Will Bastian get disqualified? No, he will not. Will anyone else get disqualified? Maverick and Swistak both get disqualified. Nick Hill, Villeneuve. Last ones to line up. We're going to go back to the front for the race start. Hopefully we don't get a rubbish camera angle. But anyway, for the first time this season, it's going to be... Why is the camera's glitching? It's going to be 3, 4, 5 red lights at the Mexico GP. It's lights out and away we go. Stevie's had an absolute rubbish start and is instantly jumped by Joe and James Sullivan. Even Parker's getting him as well. He's been swarmed It's 3 wide into turn 1. And Stevie brakes early. A smart decision. Lets everyone past. As look at the front. Parker is currently P2. This is unbelievable. There's a bit of fighting in the back. Black Wolf with James Sullivan. Black Wolf being held up, obviously, because of the medium to hard difference in the tyres. Stevie drops to P8 already. We'll see if we can pick it back up. Elliot is up into P2 and is on for podium right now. So stacking a few fights in the back here. There. The time's glitched. The time is glitched between Elliot and Joe. We will not see the real time. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, as Elliot nearly bins it. Elliot saves it. Elliot, please do not bin it. Be careful, please. As James Sullivan is... Oh, there we go. The times have been unglitched now. Oh, wait, never mind. It's... why are the times doing this? Why are they doing this? You know what? We're turning it off. We don't need to see the times. Esfod, Suchel fighting into turn 1. Esfod gets ahead. Is on the soft tyres, so we would expect that to happen. Are the times not going to be glitched anymore? No, they're still glitched. You know what? It's fine. But any moves being done... Oh, Elliot! No, man, Elliot! Elliot has bent it into the... Oh, Elliot, man. He was pushing too much. Oh, and he's gone already in the second lap of the race. Elliot, man. Well, anyway, it's a VSC. But, I mean, we can't see the real gap between James and Joe. As DRS has been enabled, it is back to normal racing conditions. The laps have been unglitched now. 5-second gap. As, yeah, this 5-second gap is unbelievable. SVOD gaining on Black Wolf, of course, on the soft tyres, so you would think that. Bastian on the back of Suchel. Oh no, actually, Bastian's a bit slow for the section, and Stevie's right up behind him as Nick Hill has spun. Oh, that spin was a bit not safe, but anyway. Bastian v Stevie for P6. This will be an interesting fight. Stevie faking the moves. Bastian isn't being faced by it. Stevie, of course, on the mediums. So you would expect potentially Stevie to be more feisty towards Bastian, and then also Suchel in front, both on the hards. Stevie is using fully, Bastian is not. Stevie has turned it off. As Black Wolf is past James Sullivan. Good move by Black Wolf, he needed that, as you can see the tyre difference. And now I imagine Black Wolf is going to just try get himself away from James. James already using his whole entire battery. James is already flashing. So big disadvantage to him there. As he's going to have to defend off the soft runner, Isford. As Nick Hill is in the pits to repair his front wing as he did spin. He will opt for the soft tyres. Isford should have more grip through here. but is actually struggling more compared to James for that section. The gap stayed about the same. As, I don't know what S4's line was there. But he is. He's keeping up with James. He's not. It's sometimes gain, sometimes lose. It's staying even roughly the time. In and around 4 or 5 tenths. But I think it should be an easy pass here for Isford. We'll see it. Will he get past him? We'll switch to the... Actually, no, we'll stay in this camera angle. Will he get past... Yeah. Isford has passed up into the podium position now. Manages to just get DRS from Black Wolf. But Black Wolf is playing this smart. He is really just trying to gap himself from Isford. But Isford on the softs, of course, will now start gaining on him. But Joe is on another level right now. 6.9 second gap, about to be a 7 second gap to Black Wolf. Joe was in F4 last season. I don't think he raced much though. His attendance was quite low. But we can see here he clearly has the pace. As Suchel is gone into the wall, broken front wing, I believe. Trying to see the onboard view. Yeah, no front wing for Suchel. As everyone is driving past for him, he's just got a 10-second time penalty for track limits. That's annoying. That is his race over indefinitely, pretty much. Bastian running the curb a bit too much there. As Stevie has got past Bastian, it would eventually happen. Has this foot got DRS? No, he has not. Has James? Yes. So James managed to keep up with Isford, but Isford couldn't keep up with Black Wolf. Interesting. As that is Nick Hill gone again, no front wing as well. As, oh, hold on, Stevie and James fighting. Where did this come from? Stevie's passed. I was trying to say Milos has spun, and then I see Stevie's and James's names switching like mad. As Joe's gone, Joe spun. Oh, this is big. Joe is spun, and is now going to fight with Stevie. As we've got such a good view here. They started P1 and 2 in the race, and they're now P3 and 4 as Joe's just spun. His tyres are going to be boiling hot. I'm trying to see the degrees on his wheel. His rear's on 100. Oh my, his tyres are hot. But Black Wolf is now in the lead of this race. As Isford is behind, without DRS, Black Wolf is trying to get away so that Isford can't get DRS again. It's going to be close. I don't think he will. As that is Nick Hill letting everyone by, so it's good to see that he's doing that. Black Wolf now just has to keep it steady, really. Isford did not get DRS again. As Isford tyres will definitely start dropping off by now. The softs don't really last long round here. I think about 10 to 11 laps is how long they last before they drop off. It's quite a bit. As Black Wolf, massive moment. This has opened up Isford to staying with him now. A big mistake. As Villeneuve and Swistak both fighting. Villeneuve opting for a wider line. Gets the position up into P8. As Isford's gone. Isford's away! Oh my days, this race. Isford is now spun. And Black Wolf now, he needs to just keep it chill. He's got a 1.7 second gap to Joe Hamster behind. Please, Black Wolf. Don't be dumb. Just keep it steady, please. That's all I hope for. Joe's going to try to get back up as quick as he can. As Stevie is behind him and chasing him. We might see a move here into turn 1 by Stevie. We're going to see a limited dive bomb. Yes, we are. Stevie's going to dive bomb it. Oh, has to go off track, I think, there. I quickly saw he rolled massively over the curb. Joe not leaving the room whatsoever. Stevie stays third for now. As that is Suchel at the back, spun again. Oh, it's the gap. Joe is using a lot. Oh, this Black Wolf is making so many mistakes. That is a warning for Joe, definitely, right there. But Joe is absolutely draining trying to get DRS. And he might just grab it. It's going to be so close. He's not. Joe is not going to get DRS, Stevie will. I believe that's right. Joe will not, Stevie will. But Stevie is too far behind now. Joe is getting so much more straight line speed. He's using the slipstream of Blackcroft and the whole straight to gain, although he does not have DRS. But Blackwolf is just making these minor mistakes, which is costing them all this time. One of the most consistent drivers last season, though, when it comes to point finishing. Finished P5 in the standings in F5 last season. Stevie is falling behind a little bit. Not that much, but he's still there as we see James Sullivan and Bastian both doing their best on the hard tyres. P4, P5. About 3 seconds behind the drivers in front now. The grip isn't that much on the hard tyres, of course. But we'll see these two drivers eventually, as actually, yeah. They're gaining a lot of time, the drivers in front. Stevie will get DRS. Okay, it's a DRS train now. The train is forming. As Blackwolf had so many moments at the last corner, and Joe's going to fully use and try to get past him on the straight. Is Blackwolf using? No, it's going to be an easy move for Joe. He's going to get past, and he's going to get the move done before the corner, definitely. Yep. Blackwolf going to send it, or just keep it still? He's going to keep it still. It's a good choice. Joe's going to get DRS again, though, which is going to so disadvantage Blackwolf. As Villeneuve and Maverick are both fighting. Oh, Nick Hill retired in the pits. There's some good fighting here between Maverick and Villeneuve gets the move. And of course, that's Villeneuve on a wheel as well. Have to remember that. As Isford has retired and left the session as well. Isford gets past Swisstack at the back of the grid, but we're going to go back up to the front. Where Joe's got... Oh yeah, Joe got Blackwolf, sorry, that was a bit dramatic from me when I completely forgot. Stevie is all over Stevie is all over the back of Blackwolf. I said that right finally. But he's all over the back of him and will probably opt to try and get a move done. Oh, Stevie's gone! Never mind. Forget what I was saying. Stevie is round. Sullivan, James is past him. And Bastian is going to be going round the outside and is also going to get past. But Stevie's going to get DRS. And Bastian got an illegal overtake. Oh, that is... start this game. Bastian got an illegal overtake for that. That is so... wow. Anyway, though, we're going to go back to the front now. And Joe, of course, after spinning from P1 down to P3, is now back up to P1 and has already gained a second gap on to Mr. Daniel or Blackwolf, however you want to say it. But a 6.3 second gap to James Sullivan behind, and it is getting bigger as well, as Bastian is gone now. Everyone is spinning this race. Bastian is now gone, and Villeneuve is coming up behind. Oh, Villeneuve has to take like such a weird line because he thought Bastian was going to join onto the track, but he doesn't. Sebastian is joined on so late, and Maverick's going to be having a shot at Villeneuve now. Oh, that is just unlucky for Bastian, of course, now losing it on 2 positions. He is there, though. But so is Milos, debut driver. He's just been consistent as Bastian is in the pits. I believe a front... Oh, Bastian doesn't even have a front wing. Sorry, I did not see that. Bastian doesn't even own a front wing. But we're going to see Stevie already behind James again on the medium tyres. Stevie's, of course, going to be wanting to get past, although the mediums now may be the same level, if not slower than the hards. So we'll see potentially if there is a difference between Stevie and James. As they're going to go through this section, and they're keeping the same time. If not, it was the mediums a little bit more grippy. Whoa, that straight line speed. Stevie, send it. Oh my days. Stevie sent it on James there. Stevie wants to keep it slow though. And yeah, Stevie's playing the smart. He's going to get as close as behind as he can to James. And he's going to take DRS on the straight. Get a good exit. His exit is good. Stevie will get the position here, guaranteed. We'll watch from the broadcast camera angle. It's not even using ERS, just pull to the side and get the move done easily into the corner. Stevie is up into the podium once again. Back in his Ferrari, not for long though, as he will be doing the season in the Haas alongside Apple, of course. But look at this gap up front. Joe to Blackwolf now 2.5. It was 1.4. Joe just clearly has such mad and dominant pace on this track. It's unbelievable. He's just able to get the gap bigger and bigger every single second. Like, it's his pace at Mexico is very good. And who knows, this is what it might be like the whole season. Potentially our champion for the season, if not, maybe promoted into F4. We'll have to see. Any fighting? I mean, the closest is Swiss stack, Suchel being behind James and using him for DRS, as Suchel gets the fastest lap from using DRS from James, so interesting right now. As James gets a 3-second time penalty. Sorry, I was drinking there. What is Suchel doing? I get Suchel's on new tyres, but why are you trying to unlap yourself, mate? I can guarantee he's getting blue flags right now. I know it's pre-season. Oh, Stevie's gone! Stevie! Stevie's gone again, and he's nearly gone again. Oh my days. Stevie now down to P4. And Villeneuve is gaining on Stevie. He's getting closer and closer. I don't know what the strategy is for like these medium runners. Is it like pit this lap? Let me see, is there any triangle on their thing? No, it isn't. Anyway. James up into P3 now on the hard tyres as well, is gaining on Blackwolf. So clearly the hards are the better tyre now. It's currently only the closest battle. Well, not even a battle. But the chances of a little train forming is between Villeneuve, Maverick and Milos. Mill's doing fairly well for his debut race, as that is someone off ahead. James Sullivan's DNF'd. He's out, and it's a safety car. Oh, okay. Wow, he bins it at the last corner in the section, as you can see to the left there. Wow, he binned it properly as well. But everyone is going to be in now. Joe is in on the hards. Black Wolf is in on the hards. This is their chance for the drivers to unlap themselves as well. Suchel just unlapped himself, which means Suchel is no longer lapped. The only driver who was lapped on the grid. Oh, it's going to be a Fry double stack. Villeneuve's going to get held up. Villeneuve might lose the position to Maverick here. Does he get held up? He does. Is there a chance that Villeneuve misses the position here? Because of Stevie coming in the pits. Does he get ahead? Maverick is ahead of Villeneuve. Because of the double stack, Maverick has gotten ahead of Villeneuve. And Maverick has came out on the mediums. Oh yeah, he was on the hards. Sorry. Isford stays out. Okay. It's a bit of a weird strategy, I think, to opt for. But now, if you finish the race, you get points. So everyone, please don't crash. Is how I would say it. So we're just gonna have to wait now for everyone to catch up. Well, Isford pit? No. Okay, so Isford's staying out. Interesting. I mean, 9 lap old mediums. Nah. He won't go to the end of this race, of course. So, how many drivers are at the back of the safety car now? All the way down to Stevie. So only 4 drivers right now. Oh. As the other drivers are joining on now, Maverick is behind. Safety car, would that coming up? Safety car in this lap? No, won't be in this lap anyway. So probably one more lap. We will see if Joe will continue this pace on the hard tyres this time. So different tyres, maybe a different race potentially. We'll have to wait and see. As it will be out for one more lap, as Suchol will be catching up this lap. So safety car will definitely be in this lap. If it's not, I don't know what's happened. Maverick hanging back a little bit actually. He's caught up now though. So, should come up with a message. I'm going to get a quick drink before I start shouting. Again, because of the safety car restart. And there we go, safety car's in this lap. Give me a little second. As I think Joe should maybe be backing them up a little bit more, but we will see. Safety car still isn't in, but Black Wolf is right behind Joe. The safety car is in, Joe can go at any point, and he goes now, he goes at the exit. And he'll... Oh, Black Wolf has quite a moment, Esford as well. Stevie's right on the back of Esford. We're definitely going to see a move for P3 into turn 1, potentially even P2. No. For P3, definitely. It's going to be Esford versus Stevie. Into turn 1. They're still side by side. And Esford is still there. Esford keeps the position for now. But the gap's already a second to Black Wolf ahead. So all that battling for the first few corners has already disadvantaged both the drivers and the rest of the field already. As Maverick is behind on the mediums as well, remember. Villeneuve, Milos, they're all in it now. Everyone is just back in the race, just like that. But oh my days, the gap are... Oh, who's gone? So stack. No, so stack. But look at this gap already between it. Black Wolf and Joe. Already 1.3 seconds. This is unbelievable gap already. Black Wolf will definitely be DRS train for sure. Next lap DRS will be activated. And I think Black Wolf is going to be the DRS train leader. Oh, that's for the little moment there. Stevie's right behind him now because of that. Stevie's on new hard as well, remember. So a lot better grip than Isford. Isford is really struggling. Stevie opts for the better line, gets the better exit. It's going to go on a move already into turn 12. And move done like that. But Bastian is gone. It's another safety car. Oh my days, man. Bastian is gone at the exact same spot James Sullivan spun. But, oh, Esford is going to go in. I mean, that is a smart decision. He had to really go in if you thought about it. Hard tyres or different mediums? Yeah, they have a pair of mediums. Oh, Suchel is also in. Swiss Stack was the one who spun, of course. Alright, nah, I'm getting confused. I don't know which one it was. My mind is confused. But because of that, Stevie is up into P3 now. Maverick P4. Villeneuve technically isn't P5 because of his penalty, so Milos is actually currently P5 on his debut race. His first race in Ero. Ooh, so. So this is just a bit of a time right now just for chill, really, I guess you could say. It's not much you can do during another safety car time, but I mean, all we can really do is take predictions on really who's gonna to win for the season. I guess we could say this is gonna win. Was there not? Vote out. Sorry, there's actually people who've been in the chat. Gold either damages off or something is made of vibranium. Yeah, it's something is made of vibranium. Oh, hello, Crystal. Sorry, I didn't see that. Hello, Crystal. Game sound very quiet. Sorry, sorry, Jack. I will turn it up. I normally keep it low. It's on 3. You can see there the master volume because, like, I got told one time, like, keep it at that. Safety car is finally in. Let's go. It's just so that you could hear me because normally, like, you wouldn't be able to hear me as much. So that's why I've always had the volume lower so I could actually hear me. But let's see, it's just going to go at the same time this time. He's backing them up more. I think he's going to go at the exit again. Will he help to go now? He's leaving it, he's leaving it, he's leaving it! And he's away now! And he's making Blackwolf from such a disadvantage. Someone's gone. Maverick's gone instantly on the restart. Such a slow restart, he's instantly spun. And we're seeing 2 wide, potentially 3 wide. Oh, as we're going to see Villeneuve and Milos. Milos, absolutely. Boo! Milos ain't waiting around. P4 for him. There's already 1.2 second gap forming. As there's so many fighting up at the top. The podium right now. 3 people on the podium all literally just sticking to one another. As this is the section here where Blackwolf is going to drop back a little bit. And Stevie, oh my day, Stevie overtook him in the corner, but wow. Villeneuve, another 3 for Villeneuve. That's 6 for him. Suchel's, of course, continued even after getting his 10 seconds. You've got to say props to him for that. As he's... Ooh, nearly right there. Stevie is past Blackwolf, of course, we saw that. Blackwolf is staying with Stevie, though. But the gap already between Joe and Stevie. This is going to be the gap, though, which is interesting to watch now. It's between Joe and Stevie. Currently 1.1 seconds. It's going to be interesting to see. As look at this gap already. Oh, Blackwolf! Blackwolf's through. I didn't even see that. Stevie's had a massive moment. as Esford is past Suchel, P6. Yeah, oh, Suchel's behind. He's there. Side by side action. Stevie and Blackwolf also. Stevie and Blackwolf actually fighting through the corners. So is Esford and Suchel's past. And already a 3-second gap to Joe in front. This is unbelievable. Joe should be promoted already. Oh, Esford and Suchel missing out. Oh, he's there again. Oh! Suchel, I think, had to save himself. Nearly spun. Esford's just trying to power ahead because of his penalties. Esford not having any penalties, he just wants to make sure he can get ahead of Villeneuve. Milos right now doing a brilliant defending against Villeneuve. Going a bit wide in certain corners, but the defence is there for Milos. He's just trying to defend off this P4 right now. As Milos seems to be just like a really consistent driver. I'm not being mean or anything, but I wouldn't say the fastest on pace. But based on... Oh, we're going to see a move here, I think. Villeneuve. No, stays behind. Oh, Milos taking different lines there. Villeneuve fitted. Oh, Suchel behind. Oh, this is a train we have to watch. Look at this. Side by side. Suchel and Villeneuve. Oh, Suchel just gets past. As Esford is there, but decides to try not to go for a move yet. Yet is the key word there. Suchel is right behind. This is the train you want to be watching right now. Oh, can we get a better camera angle? If I switch, you see it goes away. Well, you know what? We're going to see a move right here, aren't we? No, we're not. We're going to see brilliant defending. Don't do a move there, Suchel, please. Thank you. Yeah, this is going to be a really fun train. Oh, Black Wolf nearly gave the DRS there. But no DRS for Milos, which means Suchel is got DRS, but it's having to defend off Villeneuve. Villeneuve, send it if you're a holy man. Oh, he's down to first. Esford has to completely... yeah. Oh, bit of mistakes there. They've dropped back so much because of that. Oh, that's a big send. Good fighting, please. As he has to join back on the track, it's a bit of an unsafe rejoin. What a move round the outside from Suchel. Oh my days. My man's got 16 seconds, but he'll still fight. He doesn't care. Because, I mean, the 10 seconds can be removed, but, I mean, it's a pre-season race. It doesn't go down on track or anything. It doesn't get recorded. I think penalty points for certain things might get put down, like, but, I mean, we'll wait and see, and if anything happens, to be honest. I've just realised these medium runners aren't going to be able to go the whole time. Oh, Maverick's binned it. Maverick's gone, but there's nothing. No safety cars or anything. So the gap between Joe and Stevie, actually, when we look at it, is getting a lot smaller. Stevie is stepping this up. We could see a last minute fight here. Oh, is something has happened to Milos? I didn't see there. But he's down in P6. This one has got past. Milos is in the pits, I think. Oh, his tires were gone anyway, so that is a fair point, but it's a bit unlucky. Just with how he tried to pick off the strategy. But it hasn't worked, clearly. As the mediums are dead now. Oh, Joe's had a massive mistake. Hold on, what is this? We're going to see a battle for P1 soon enough. Stevie. Where has Stevie brought this speed out of from, man? Wow. So, Stevie TV, of course. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know about Stevie, my man is literally the F5 legend, probably what people say the GOAT of F5. Yes, the GOAT of F5. And oh, some F5 drivers who have DNF'd are getting the chance to race in F4, I believe. Nice. That is nice. Yeah, so actually that's interesting. F4 is going to be starting up right now. F4's 7 o'clock. As continue watching here though. But it looks like all the drivers who have DNF'd, I think, are all going to be getting another shot. As F4 is at Abu Dhabi. Oh, Stevie dropped away. Wait, did Stevie just get a penalty? He did, 3 seconds. Could be race over. Maybe. I've just realised these hards are going to have to be stretched so much. Oh, Black Wolf! No! And it's a safety car. Softs! I dare somebody to go to softs. I dare somebody. I dare somebody. I dare somebody. Joe, do it. Do it. Joe, do it. Do it. Do it. Yes! Stevie, you do it as well. Yes! They're going to the softs. Suchel in as well. Yes, everyone's going softs. This is going to be such a good end to the race. I know only 7 drivers, but... Oh... Everyone on fresh softs, it's nice. Yes, we're stacking all them please as well. Oh, drive through. Oh, that is. Oh. That is so. It's Milos trying to just push so he can get in front of Villeneuve and Sustak, but he gets a drive through penalty, which pretty much ends this race, really. So, again, we're in the situation of a safety car. I think. So, everyone pretty much on softs. Of course, it's a bit sad that Milos can't be. It's going to be in lap 33, so we've got 34, 35, 36. We're going to have 3 laps of racing. And S4's written out in the chance of getting, what, P2. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So, let's just check the penalties again. Joel, nothing. Stevie, 3 seconds. Suchel, 16 seconds. Esford, nothing. Milos, I think, is a 3 second in the drive through. Villeneuve on 6, Stack on 3. So, thinking about like that. Oh, Villeneuve got overtaken by Milos. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, safety car is going to be in this lap. It should be. Last 3 laps of the race. Hello to everyone who has just joined back or has been watching the whole time. We've got 3 more laps of racing. And it's a safety car and everyone has went to the softs. And Joe, good chance of winning this. Ford, good chance of getting P2. Stevie possibly getting another podium back in F5. We're going to have to wait and see when Joe is going to go. I think he's going to go on the exit of the corner again. He hasn't gone yet. He hasn't gone yet. He's gone now. And he's got Stevie. But who hasn't? Suchel behind. Oh my days. Imagine the scene Suchel sends it. Imagine. Nah, don't. Please. No, he does not send it. Okay. It's good to see nobody sent it, but Villeneuve and Milos getting really close to one another. Of course, Milos is on the mediums. He has to defend off Villeneuve and Sosak behind. Oh, Villeneuve! What a dive bomb! Ooh, that was a bit of a not healthy tap. Any moves up front yet? No. We're going to continue watching this POV of 5th, 6th and 7th. Oh, Stevie got number 3! And Milos gone. So Stevie got number 3 seconds. Milos spun. So, this gives Isford pretty much a guaranteed podium at this rate. Not even a guaranteed podium, a guaranteed P2. And this is going to give Stevie's still going to get P3. even with having a 6-second time penalty. How it currently stands, that is, remember. Okay, 2 more laps. Of course, this is going to be such an interesting last 2 laps because S5 can potentially fall out of P2 if he falls back by like 3-4 seconds, which I don't think he's going to do, hopefully. He knows he just really has to keep it chill. He doesn't actually have to push that much. Like, he of course, he has to keep his pace good, but he's not needing to push. It's Stevie. I have a feeling Stevie's going to just want to get past and finish P1 on track. But anyway, entering the last lap of the Mexican Grand Prix for the pre-season in F5, as the fastest laps are coming across everywhere. Stevie currently got the fastest lap right now. DRS is enabled as well, but it's only going to be DRS on the back straight, and that is it. There's going to be no DRS. Other than that, Joe looks like he's going to be on for a very, very dominant, well, I wouldn't say, actually no, I would say dominant win, because his pace for it this whole entire race has been incredible. He's just been unlucky with spinning and the safety cars that the gap has become so much smaller. As, of course, Joe is in the AlphaTauri, a massive threat potentially for next season. We're going to have to see if he can continue this pace in the other tracks and not just Mexico. As Villeneuve's gone, contact between Villeneuve and Swistek, I believe, and they're both gone. And this all of a sudden opens up the gap for Sucho. Sucho might get P4, despite having 16 seconds in penalties. But anyway, Joe, an absolute amazing race from him. His first race in F5, as he was an F4 driver last season, and he's going to come across the line to win the preseason race at Mexico. Stevie's going to get P2. Sucho's going to snatch the fastest lap, but S4 gets P2 from other penalties. Sucho has a potential chance to get P4 here. Oh, and Swistek, his teammate, overtakes him. An 8/10 difference. And the last driver to cross the line is going to be Milos on the debut race. He proved that he's good at driving. His defence, some will say good, some will say bad, but he'll come across the line for P7 on his debut race. Wow, what a race. That was a race. So, Joe Hamster wins the race. P2 on the grid is where he started, and he finishes in P1. Then we have Isford, a brilliant race by him, started P7, so pretty much mid-grid, and finishes P2 by also getting no penalties. It's what helped them to get it. Then Stevie, back in F3, I mean not back in F3, listen to me man, back in F5, and he gets a podium in the preseason race, hopefully to see what is to come in the real season. We'll have to see. Swistek, P4, P11 to P4, brilliant race from him. Suchel ends in P5, beats Stevie to the fastest lap by 6 thousandths, and 4 pit stops, but still finishes P5, and 16 seconds as well. Like, he got 10 seconds from spinning at the start of the race, and he just stayed, and he ends up getting P5. That is commitment right there. Thank you, Suchel, for staying in the race. We've then got Villeneuve in P6, and we've got the debut driver of Milos, or Rossovler, in the Williams at P7, and in Mayville, the DNF drivers. Sadly, 6 of 13 drivers DNF'd in the race. We have Black Wolf with Maverick Fries, James Sullivan, Nick Hill, and Elliot Parker. So, that has been Mexico F5. That was a really, really good race. Very good race. Go and tune into F4 right now. F4 is currently happening. About halfway through quali, actually near the end of quali, I believe, is where they are at. So go and tune in to that race. The race will be starting very soon as quali is close to ending. I've been Cameron Don. This has been F5. We'll look forward to seeing you next week, the exact same time, Friday, 6 p.m. GMT, for the first race of the actual season in the Ero at the Bahrain GP. I hope you all enjoyed that race because I also enjoyed it very much. And I'll see you all next week for the Bahrain GP and F5.